Vicki LeBlanc on your screen. Full body approach today. I don't know why I hadn't thought about this position or this spot sooner. But nevertheless, it's working out. And I had to adjust my hair. Side profile views really don't entertain my beauty. They're more or less of my roots. So I care to crepe my face. So let's talk about social media. Social media community events. Yesterday was the PSL for St. Lucie County. So please become familiar with that term. PSL held their community, no, excuse me, what is the city council meeting. Ordinances are heard, public to be heard is conducted at that time. Mayor Orvac, Councilwoman Lee Berger, Councilman Bowen, City Manager Ed Cunningham, and lawyer, please forgive me, I forget your name at this time, and one more person, I forget her name too. Well, nevertheless, I'll come back another time and maybe I'll mention their name at that time. I didn't get a chance to go, but they do feature a rerun or broadcast and then reruns, concert reruns on the PSL public channel. So you'll be able to find that there. And coming up next week is the workshop. Now, I'm fully aware that Port St. Lucie advertises this information on their website, television show. But I think if more people are able to linkage this information, then a presence will be seen that has been absent. And so that's people who may not be able to go every time, maybe once in a while they'll go if they're reminded of it. And also Fort Pierce County needs, Fort Pierce needs to be a part of this. It was news to me finding out the hierarchy or the connection once I established certain residency in Port St. Lucie. So Port St. Lucie County, it's Port St. Lucie County, the city of Port St. Lucie, but Fort Pierce is governed by Port St. Lucie. So the Fort Pierce would have to go to Port St. Lucie and become involved in that Port St. Lucie City Council meeting in order for there to be a bridge. So Fort Pierce at this time doesn't have an independent arena or a public to be heard or a place to go. So they would have to go there, and in turn, when you have to go to a municipal building, aside from the police department and that little center stage area there by Arosa Boulevard, you would have to go to Fort Pierce, where all of the buildings and courthouses and things are held. So it's good for the community members in Fort Pierce to recognize that they have to merge with the city council here to become aware of ordinances, ticketing, traffic, houses, clean, what's important to have their neighborhood thrive, and to bring that information back to their center stage and kind of build the momentum that's in the beginning of Fort Pierce, the pretty water area, the library, the courthouse, the shopping center there, and kind of bring it back towards The infamous hood. And I'm going to start to get rid of that word and wean away from it. I've drained it out. It doesn't serve its purpose in explaining this, because what I'm saying is that once we step back, we can thrive. If Obama has seen a certain estimation of investing, and also Negron, so it's possible that everyone else can do the same. And in addition to that, you'll find that, of course, the new chief of police in Fort Pierce, I've spoken about on Twitter that other counties, PSL included, had to donate sheriff services to Fort Pierce because there wasn't enough police law enforcement to contain the criminal sensation that's happening over there. So again, if we're bridge, we can kind of begin to contain and save the neighborhood, and that's another area to merge the gap, look beyond crime activity. And I need to, spending some time talking to people in the Broward County Jail, getting their feedback on why is Fort Pierce so dangerous. It's only a county away, and you'll notice this centerpiece layout with West Palm and the neighboring, community. And we're talking about 1 minute outside of the crime begin. Is it? But I'm concentrating on Fort Pierce and Port St. Lucie. Is it the age range? No, because there isn't that difference. I think it's the type of citizen we're finding